All right, welcome back to Half Court Trap, another episode, playoff edition. We're up to the conference finals now, so we figure it's time to throw you guys another show. I'm, of course, your host, Big Mike, with the panel as usual. My guy, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Toby.
Yo.
And Jordan up in the new crib, new locations.
New
So,
spot.
yeah, you got good sound, good location, no more people walking back and forth in the background and stuff like that. So, he should be.
Had to miss a few days, you feel what I'm saying? So
Man, you back.
Yeah, you back. That's what's up, man. All right, man. Well, let's get right into it, man. Well, actually, we could just go backwards to go forward. So I was gonna talk about the Bucks and the Hawks, but might as well talk about the Hawks and the Sixers first, whatever. And
bro, wasn't that like question 5?
I mean, 3, but
You heard him say go backwards to go forward. So
there you go, man. Might as well, man. Hey, let's get it out the way. That's the talk of the town, talk of the whole world, man. You got Bow Wow, everybody coming at your man, and stuff like that. So, Jordan, man, it's your team. You were at the game. Yo, I heard you. I watched your story too. I heard you. He was like, "Fuck!" I was cracking up.
The gap when Gallinari plugged.
Yeah.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yo, but let me ask you this: how'd you feel at the game, bro?
Bro, I was hurt because, like, first of all, I'm gonna start off with like Tobias. Like Tobias missed so many wide open lanes at the rim. Now I didn't feel like they were calling shit, but he was just missing shit that he should have made at the rim. Period. Like he would have had 30 if he made it. I don't really put too much blame on Joel. Like I'm hearing some people like, oh well, where's the blame on Joel Embiid? Well, he had 31 and 11. He can't bang in the post every single play. They were fronting him and then they were doubling down. We've seen he can score on any part of the court throughout the season. Him getting the ball on the top of the key at the free throw line is not a bad shot. It's a free throw. So at the end of the day, I'm not putting any blame on Joel. The blame lies on, I'm not going to give it all to Ben Simmons. I'm not going to give it all to Ben, but it's like 80%, like 70% his. And then I'm going to give some blame on Tobias Harris and then Doc Rivers. Because Doc Rivers didn't make that, too many, like he made one adjustment after they lost game 1? And then did you see any other adjustments after that?
How was the people at the stadium, man? The mood at the there.
They were, you know how it should be, bro. Like we got the best fan base in the world, bro. Like they be wild. Like I don't know if y'all saw the first person who threw that water bottle on the court, they sat in my row. Mm-hmm. Ain't shit even happened. Then after he throws it, ball like 6-10 rolls up. Damn, that shit hit the middle of the court. Maxie was standing right there. They was like, oh shit. Then the PA announcer gonna be like, fans, don't throw stuff or you will be kicked out of the game. It's fucking 20 seconds left. The game's over, dickhead. But I just feel like we're gonna obviously probably get into Ben Simmons, but
yeah. All right. Well, that's why you think they lost and whatnot. Doc, Ben, and who you say, Tobias? I guess.
Not being there hurt us too a little bit. That definitely hurt.
Who?
I think
Danny Green
definitely hurt. But
all right, Jeff, what you think, man? I want to get the emotional Sixer out the way. What you think, bro?
Yeah, definitely. At least you got him first. But I mean, it was really a good series. Disappointment in the Sixers for even letting it go 7. It should have took them in the gentleman's sweep, as I expected. But Tobias gave us his normal pedestrian numbers. He had a 20-point career, 20 points his career. That's what he gave us. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Seth Curry actually played really well. I like what I saw from Korkmaz too. But again, overall, the Sixers, they need more. Danny Green, he didn't play that last game or the last couple games, but he really wasn't a factor. Like his shooting was down. He was getting cooked on defense. And the Sixers really just didn't bring it like they should have. I would have liked to see them integrate Thabio more, but he don't have that much of an offensive game. But the Hawks just beat him, and that's just really what it was. Like every night, John Collins was putting work in. He was a double damn near every night. He probably won't play his way into a new contract. Trey was Trey. And then like every game they had somebody else step up. One night it was Gallinari, one night it was Herder. Like they just had those other guys and they brought that energy.
Lemon Pepper Lou one night.
Lemon Pepper Lou, exactly. So, they just showed the variety of how much talent and potential they have going forward. And the Sixers, I don't think they should scrap it. I think they cool, but they got to come back next year with a vengeance, to be honest. And next year I'm calling the Sixers Nets in the East in the conference finals.
Thought that last year, Jeff.
What, the Sixers and the Nets? I didn't think the Nets last year at all.
Nah, I thought they were gonna come back with a vengeance this year.
That's your team, not mine. I don't know. Like that's your boys. Like,
no, I'm just saying, like at this point, like.
But I think this will. I think Ben will get better from this. And I know I'm probably on an island with that, but I just think this right now is the most scrutiny he's ever had in his career. Like right now, he's at his lowest point. And and in 2018, Kobe actually talked about Ben needing to perform, get a jumper. But he ignored this thing. I just read an article the other night that Kobe was saying, like, if this dude gets a jumper, he's unstoppable, which he would be. But you can't be scared to take the shots. And, like I said, I think the Sixers are in a good position. They're going to lose some of those players. Maybe Danny Green, dump him. But you got a good core. And you got Thibault coming up. You can keep Tobias because he's going to give you 20 a night. So good luck next year. That's all.
Huh. Okay. So what you think, bro?
Hold on, what's the question again? Like, what's the exact... So if we talking about Ben Simmons, should we trade him?
Well, we haven't got to that yet. But the question is that what happened? Why did they lose?
I mean, they lost because Ben Simmons, Tobias, Doc Rivers, and they lost the thing in I think it was game 4 or 5 when we had the 18-point lead. Okay, we had the 18-point lead. We blow the lead. Okay, as soon as that happens, I remember seeing a post. It basically predicted what was going to happen. It then showed Doc Rivers, like, since I think after the first Boston trip, every time he had a lead, he would blow the lead.
Right.
With the Clippers, it happened like 7 straight years. Every year they had a lead, they blew it. We blow that lead. Then we come back and then we have a 26-point lead. You blow the lead. Oh my God. Then in game 6, no, not game 6. Was it game 6 that Tobias Harris had 4 points? Ben Simmons had more than him that game.
Game.
Yeah, 8 and Tobias had 4.
It might have been game 5.
Yeah,
it was game 5.
I'm not sure what game it was.
It was game 5.
5, yeah. Ben had more than fucking Tobias that game. Like, what the hell happened to him? You say Dev say, yeah, he's a 20-point guy. He really is a 20-point guy who'll give you 20 points. And that will be it. You're not gonna get those. In the playoffs, he has a couple good games where he got his buckets, but that was it. But to have 4 points, bro, 4 points, 2 buckets, are you serious? And then game 7 coming in Tobias. And then Ben Simmons is passing a wide open dunk at 6'10", 240 pounds, talking about, I think Gallinari's behind me. You know who's in front of him? Trae Young.
Yeah, no.
Trae Young was in front of him. Bro, you're big as hell. That's how I know. I really said he needs therapy. He needs a doctor, a psychologist or something. He's lost complete confidence. When I seen him have that wide open dunk, bro, you need to dunk that ball. We aren't in a game. You got to understand he did this in a game 7 with everything on the line. And he passed it to freaking Thibault. And Thibault, all they did was just foul him. And it was like, this one. And I'm like, yeah, I knew he's going to go 1 for 2. I'm surprised he made that because if it was Ben probably would have missed both, It's just, I don't know. Okay, most of I'm giving Doc has such a long streak. I'm giving him 50% off rip. I'm giving him 50% off rip. Then I'm giving 40% to Ben and then 10% to Tobias Harris just because he had that 4-point game. That was horrible. You got 2 buckets.
I'll take that.
Yeah, that's why they lost.
But don't forget the game that Tobias had 22 at halftime and ended up with 26.
Yes, because he'll give you that little inch past 20. Like, bro, you had 22. Go off. Wrap this shit up.
Yeah, you guys cracking me up and shit, but especially Toby and Jordan, mad emotional. But I'm gonna start with Doc, bro. Doc don't make enough adjustments. That's why he lost last year with the Clippers. Ty Lue is showing the difference between Ty Lue and Doc right now, or whatever like that. And Doc is too stubborn. Even when they was doing the hack of Ben, he want to say, "Why would I take Ben Simmons out? Because he's not fucking making the foul shot. That's why you take him out. Like it don't matter. You're trying to win the playoff game." Like you can take him out and build him up later on, but you got to win. Secondly, Doc played fucking 10, 11 guys in game 7. Like, yo, play your best guys. You're trying all these crazy ass lineups and shit. You see Milwaukee and Brooklyn, they play like 6 guys a piece. Like none of them was getting rested, shit like that. When I saw it, I said, yo, Joel and Ben resting a whole lot for it to be game 7. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I watched KD and Giannis and Harden on one leg play the whole game, but these niggas just chilling and shit like that. Like that's ridiculous. Like I don't know why he coached about like it was like a regular season game and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna take you out at the end of the first and give you your what the fuck? Like it's crazy. So that made me mad. And then in the fourth quarter, he had a lineup. It was like one point he had like Dwight Howard, Thibault, and Ben together. I'm like, none of them can score. What stuff like that? Like at the same time, like that's ridiculous. Where offense coming from, bro? So I think that's good. It's definitely gonna be changes. I think the White is probably gonna be out. Come back to the Lakers. We'll take him though, or whatever. But I think that you know, I mean, and I think that's my Doc part. Tobias, he is so inconsistent. That's his biggest problem. That's why he can never be an all-star. Never has been an all-star. And he'll give you that like you just said, 20 and a half, and then he'll be chilling. Or have a 4-point game, then a 37-point game like that in the first round or whatever like that. Like he's so inconsistent. And I don't know. I'm Jordan, like when he was missing those bunnies, I feel like he wasn't going like to the whole strong. Like I don't know what it was about him. I mean, he did get hit a couple times though, but I feel like he wasn't going strong. And then it's like defensively, I'm like, yo, y'all gotta punish these dudes. Y'all like, what are y'all, you know, like doing? Like Trae Young is 6 foot nothing. Like what Trae Young should be hunted out every play. The same way that Herder was hunting Seth Curry, y'all should be hunting Trae Young to punish him. I don't understand how he's allowed to be out there all those minutes and never. I think Trae Young had 1 foul the whole game. Like that's seriously like it never get put on the island sometimes, whatever like that. And that Atlanta team, man, they were missing. They missed. First of all, they were missing DeAndre Hunter or whatever, who's gone. Cam Reddish, who was another player for them. They freaking, you know, that like it's not even that they lost. It's who they lost to. Like, who would have thought Atlanta would have beat the Sixers in the whole season, yo? That's like crazy, yo. Even the Knicks probably would have sounded better than Atlanta beating the Sixers. Honestly, like that's crazy. But and then, of course, Ben, man. Ben, I can't beat a dead horse. I've been talking about Ben for 4 years. Nobody will listen to me. But I've been saying this for years. I said, bro, can't shoot. And, I mean, it's worse now. It's bad. He won't even go to the hole and whatnot. But everybody's surprised. Like, he don't be having these fucking 8 and 9 point games throughout the season. I'm like, why is everybody all shocked? Like, he don't be doing this shit all the time.
You know why? Because it's the playoffs, it's game 7. Like, and you're even worse than that. Like, you're even worse, like no aggression at all from you. Is this
bro? But he does this shit all the time. Like it's not new.
You know that, but you know why they let it pass? It's because it's the regular season. They're like, you know, he still have his games, you know, blah blah blah. But in the playoffs, they come to win or go home, and you're just.
But my thing is, Toby, why do you think he gonna do some new shit he ain't been doing before? Why would he do some different shit? He ain't been showing you all season. He gonna do the shit. Like
that's what we were all hoping for. You get to the playoffs, you understand the circumstances here, and you would be a lot more aggressive. Just like I was talking about how they can put him in the post. Bro, bro.
If you say post moves, don't say post moves at all.
Yo, bro, first of all, I was right in front of that fucking play. That building went, bro, the entire building was like on sync. Like, like,
are you serious? Wow.
Unbelievable. Like, everybody was just like, oh my God. There's times, like, I mean, we all see it. But, bro, he had Gallinari guarding him. Are you shitting me?
Ben don't got no moves.
The thing is, Ben got by him too, and he barely tried.
That's a Gallo always reaching or whatever.
Yeah, because he don't play defense. One of my friends do that. All he do is reach because.
Bro,
Paid
to the
off at
rim every play. Gallo to the rim every play. There was times on fast breaks where Gallo was guarding him and you're doing the same shit, going to the paint and then passing it out. Bro, you have fucking Gallinari.
You don't want to shoot free throws, man.
Yeah, that's the real reason he's not aggressive, because he's really that scared of free throws, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta work on
Then
that. Like, that's the minimum you could have did. Your 4 years in the league is trying to get better at that. But they said every playoffs he's gotten worse, and this is his worst right now.
It's funny, bro, because I was reading this article, which like I had known this shit, but I didn't know it was like forced upon him. But I'm like, yeah, they said back in the day he was right-handed. His dad taught him how to shoot left-handed because he could be ambidextrous and it would be better for him in the NBA. Mind you, his pussy don't even look at the rim.
Exactly. Yo, he need to really go back to his right hand. Like,
real shit. Like,
you can use both hands now, but use your right hand to freaking
He
shoot the
doesn't
ball.
play the game instinctively, man. He's thinking too much, man.
What he do on the passing, he's very instinctive passing the ball. He's just not.
Yeah, the overall game.
I didn't need that shit. We didn't need 13 assists. You get 10 points, we win the game.
Bro, that's it.
We get 10
Man
points.
said 10 points. He averaged 18 in a regular season.
What regular season?
14.
14.
I mean, like, yeah. He averaged like 14. This is like, because it went even down. It went worse this year.
That's my point, bro. Even that wasn't good to 14, but I don't know why everybody accepted that shit.
But you're the second biggest player on the court.
Yes.
Second biggest.
You shouldn't be getting 4 points.
No.
The second biggest player on the court, you shouldn't be getting 4 points. 4 points. And you're a point guard. Your point guard, your primary ball handler can't be not an offensive threat. Like, it just doesn't work.
Well, okay. Well, let's get into it. Well, first of all, Jeff years ago said he should be the point guard. And I remember
forward.
he should power forward a long time ago, or whatever like that.
But okay, power forward, right? You look at all the power forwards now; they're all stretch fours. He can't fucking shoot. So if you're supposed to be playing 4, you can't stretch the floor because you won't even look at the basket.
Well, him and Joel can alternate because Joel love floating around the 3-point line. So
he can play some
when
center.
Joel's out there, when Joel's out at the 3, Ben can move into the post, which he should have a really solid post game at this point.
At least a jump hook or some shit.
He's bigger than everybody else.
Like, he doesn't have anything, man. And it's bad for him. And this is why it's going to get worse, right? Because he getting paid $35 million next year.
Yeah. Tobias 36, by the way, but that's not
Like, that's a lot of money for that dude to be getting paid and not really doing no numbers. He gonna cost some people their jobs, man. I don't think Philly is for him. I said.
So you still say get rid of him now, Jeff?
No, I want him to stay, but I just I think he should stay. I just don't think Philly is for him. Like,
you think he should stay, but you think he should move his position in the power forward?
Definitely, because him and Joel at the 5-4 together that's the best. That's a monster front line. With
it is, yeah. I would do that. Yeah, I would definitely do that because then he could just be focused on the rebounding, the defense, make some plays, and if he give you 10 points, it's Gucci. You ain't focused on him shooting and shit like that or whatever.
And then on top of that, he probably is a really good passer out of the post position. Like, his passing out of the post would be probably superb because he's a naturally good passer, but. Being at that point guard position, they got to move. And you know what I was pissed about? Like, when Herter was going off, why didn't you put him on Herter?
Because they're going to guard Trey or whatever. That's the problem.
I mean, Trey was like 4 for 30, yo. Like, he got
yeah, that's because Ben was on him. That's why. Whatever. Yeah. Ben's a great defender or whatever. Don't get me wrong or whatever. But him and Thibault too aggressive. That's why he called that foul on Herter and shit like that.
He's way too aggressive. That was so dumb, bro. That was so dumb.
Yeah, he's young, man.
He really, he's young, but he's really aggressive. Like,
He's like overly aggressive though, or whatever.
Yeah, so. Like, he did not need to do that. That was a bad.
And that was a clear foul. So he knocked him on his head. Like, it wasn't even like a bad call. Like, he really like knocked my man out and shit like that. Yeah. So what? So you would move Ben now, Toby, or no?
It depends what you got. It depends what you got. If Ben really if he really takes this off season to improve and really just do a little bit things better. Like, I'm not asking for him to be super duper great right now. Just show some improvements in free throws and maybe taking some shots closer to the basket. Then that would be good because you don't know what kind of deals we're gonna get. there's some deals that could be made, but it all depends on the package. It just happened. I don't know what other teams have. I just know like a couple names. I would have to see what else they could offer. But if it's possible to move for somebody, really worth it, then yeah. But I think like Robbie said, they might have to keep him for this year. Depending on.
Do you think his value has gone down?
His value definitely.
Hell yeah, it's down. It's way down.
But I still think you could get some. I mean, there's some teams that's desperate.
I mean, but he's still a 3-time All-Star on paper anyway, so I think you can get some stuff for him. But
then you at that point you banking on him, hopefully getting better. Making the improvements that he needs to make.
Doc said they got some stuff that they got a plan for him and whatnot.
Yeah,
so.
Already.
Go ahead, Jordan. What you say, Jordan? Keep him up to get rid of him.
I said they should have been planning that shit fucking 3 years ago. Rookie season, when they saw that the guy was scared to look at the rim.
You wasn't saying that not too long ago.
He wasn't.
The reason why I wasn't saying it was because I was being optimistic in the fact that I felt like he would find a way. But I'm done. I'm done being optimistic. But I'm saying I'm done trying to defend him. You feel me? I'm done with that shit. Like
a lot of Philly fans feel that way. They burn the jerseys and everything and shit like that. So.
I'm like, I'm done, bro. Like I don't have. You're an all-star.
Hey, stop mentioning that too. Like
I'm just saying. Like Tobias Harris wanted to be an all-star, but you averaged 20 points. Ben made the all-star. You averaged 15 points, but that's because you're a defender. You rebound. You assist, and you look like a half a star. Game 7. So they need to get rid of him. They definitely need to get rid of him. Without a doubt. I'm done with him. What can they get for him?
What you think, Mike?
But they need to get what they need to do is they need to get a guy on the perimeter that is an all-star, the same level as Embiid. Because
I don't know. Seth Curry's been balling. Like Seth Curry showed his ass this series. 21 points a game this series.
I still need an all-star.
I don't have a problem with Curry. But they need a guy on the perimeter that is on the same level as Joel. When's the last time a center?
Fuck, that's
He's bugging, Mike. He's bugging.
I know what he mean. Not he don't got to really be on Joel level, but he got to be like.
You got to be averaging 25, 26, 27.
Nah, you're not getting that from Ben, yo.
But Mike,
no,
when's the last time you saw a center lead his team to a championship without a guy on the perimeter who can get it done? I haven't seen
Dwight Howard did it in 2009. That's the first thing that comes to memory for me.
Well, they ain't win a championship though, but
he said get to.
Oh, get to.
Shaq and Kobe.
But
I'm not saying they need a guy like Kobe, but they need a guy on the perimeter that can get it done, and they don't have that. That guy.
So I agree with you, but then it got to be a guy after 26 points again. That's a fucking like MVP candidate and shit like that.
Yeah. What if they go against CJ? Like you were saying,
CJ worked, but let me get to that. Hold on. So if they keep Ben, I agree with Jeff. They got to move Ben to the 4, and I will let Seth as a point guard, like you got to and shit like that. So I will let Seth run the point, move Ben to the 4, and and I will let Tobias be the 3, and then whoever gonna be the 2 or whatever like that. That's what I would do if they keep Ben. But in Philly, I don't think they want him back, bro. And everything he do wrong, they're gonna scrutinize him for his whole time he there, and. Like it is mental. Toby's right about that shit. He's psychologically fucked up or whatever, but he never wanted to shoot ever. So that part, but the free throw thing, then kind of messed him up a little bit. So I don't know. It's tough. If you don't keep him, I like CJ. I'm gonna tell you, I know you like that for Portland, Jeff, but I'll tell you why I like it. So I'll say this, whatever. But I like CJ for the Sixers because CJ can listen. CJ averaged like 25 points a game this year. CJ gets buckets, yo. And when Dame ain't there, like CJ be playing, yo. CJ can play. And I like him for the Sixers. I like what Perk said today. I would trade him for D'Lo and who did he say? D'Lo and Bridges.
Beasley.
No, Beasley. Yeah, D'Lo and Beasley, I think, or Bridges. One of them for Ben. I would do that if I were both teams or whatever like that. Because D'Lo ain't scared at all or whatever. He definitely
he might shoot too much. That's the problem. It's Joe's team. He might take too many shots.
I don't know. I think that Doc will have him right. You know what I'm saying? With Embiid or whatever, and you get Beasley too, or whoever is in the trade stuff like
Beasley
that.
And some others. I need something else.
Why are we giving Doc this credit and acting like Doc is like the player?
Doc ain't doing nothing with D'Lo.
He really choking.
It's just gonna be like pass it
regularly.
That's fine. Doc don't let D'Lo go off. It's fine or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? What's that, Jordan? Now?
Ain't Beasley locked up?
Is it Beasley or Bridges? One of them. Hold
It's
on.
Beasley.
So it's Ben, but nobody
He'll be
said
out,
that.
bro.
Nobody said don't move him.
Yeah, he only doing 2 months though, I think, Beasley anyway.
So for
Yeah,
real?
he's not gonna be in for
Yeah, he
too
doing
long.
60 days, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, locked up. Oh, I thought you meant contract wise.
Yeah,
No.
Let's say he got bread because he did some dumb shit.
Yeah, he only got 60 days. Yeah, he done or whatever. So
It's the NBA, man. NBA
Yeah.
get you out.
but yeah, so I mean, I would do that. I mean, Levine would never happen. Dame would never happen. So I mean, those are the two. But Ryan Whithurst said it's like 12 teams that might want Ben right now. So I don't know. But
Man,
like the CJ trade evenly is because it fills both needs. The Portland Trailblazers need defense. They were 29th in defense this year, and they stay getting cooked. If they had Ben, they would have beat Denver. Like, cause they could have put Ben on fucking Joker and shit like that. To be honest with you,
No scoring.
they do got they like third in scoring.
They got enough scoring.
They got enough scoring, bro. They need defense, bro. And
Right, man.
And you remember, if CJ is gone, I give Norman Powell a bigger role because dude can play, and I'm still putting Ben at the 4, so I like that. And again, for y'all, CJ will get y'all a bucket. So I think and I move Thibault to the starting lineup to replace the Ben's defense. So I start CJ, Thibault, and then I'll Embiid and Tobias. Then I start Steph or whatever like that. Yeah. So I'll do it like that or whatever. That's my lineup.
A lot of power on that offensive front right there.
See, I like that because, Ben needs to be on a team where he literally doesn't have to go and score.
Correct.
That was just not enough to get it done. Like, you got Dame and CJ, that's 50, 55, that's 50 to 60 points a night, even possibly more. Like Joel, when I met like another guy on Joel's level, I didn't mean like he's going to be an MVP caliber player. But I mean, like you said, CJ averages 25, 26 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they need. And it needs to be more consistent because we are expecting our all-star point guard to be that second person, and they're putting it in the hands of Tobias Harris, which he can't get it done. And we know Ben can't get it done because he's scared. So they
got to blow him up and build him up again.
No, they don't, man. That's the move right there to me. Or they're gonna stick with their guns, keep paying Ben $35 million, and try to run next year. But I don't agree with you, Jeff. I think the East get back better next year. Less injuries. It's not a guarantee if they run it back. Sixers back in Eastern Conference Finals. I mean,
yeah, it's no guarantee. They're not in the Eastern Conference Finals, so
yeah, that's true.
Anyway, so I just think they could run it back, man. I really do. I think I don't expect the Knicks. I told you before, I don't expect the Knicks to be in it.
All right.
It's some other bottom feeder teams that I don't expect to be in it. And really, Ben is like a wealthy man's Aaron Gordon. Like, it's terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he can pass better, but he's not really going to impact the team that much. He has to go to like that power forward position. I just don't think Portland is it. I don't know. I'm just not sold on. I'm not sold on that, man. I'm just not.
How effective do you really think he could be at the 4 in today's game?
Really a lot effective, bro. They run a small lineup with Ben in the game. Like, he can really, he's so defensively talented for one. He can catch lobs. He can pass excellently well, and his rebounding is there. Again, asking him to score more might be the problem for us, that we might be expecting the wrong thing from him. Right. Like Mike, like you said earlier, Doc put him in a position to be like more like a hybrid player, just do a lot of everything. You know what I'm saying? And he can maximize that well, but when you get into the playoffs and you want him to score, the Sixers don't have enough punch. You're right, Mike. CJ might be the cause because he can score it all, but then he take away from Seth scoring. But Seth ain't the most dominant. You know, he's not a pass first kind of guy. He's a scoring guy.
CJ and Steph already played together before, though, right? They played in Portland, so I think he would still give him the ball or whatever like that. So I'm not really worried about that. They already got chemistry together.
I don't see him playing. I don't see him being like he needs to play 4 on a different team, not with the Sixers.
Okay.
Nah, real shit though, because you look at a guy like Draymond, right? You flip Dre and Ben. Ben is going to be amazing with the Warriors if you flip the two of them. That's a total upgrade for the Warriors because Ben can do everything Draymond can do a lot better. Period.
He ain't tough though. He soft as baby. He soft as Sherman. He ain't tough like Draymond.
All right. Well, passing, rebounding, defense, Ben is better. So You put a guy like you have him on a team like that. Correct? They have enough punch so he don't gotta worry about it, like you said. But him playing 4 on the Sixers, it still don't do shit. Because why? He still have to score. And then he can't even stretch the floor. Bro, just like they kind of lay off Draymond, but he'll hit it. He'll hit the shot.
Every now and again.
He'll hit the shot.
He might have won a game though, so I give him that. Yeah, he will. He will hit one.
He'll take it.
He'll take it.
A deer in headlights looking at the rim. Am I supposed to shoot this?
He don't even look at the rim, bro. He turned his back to the rim to try and pass a dribble handoff. Listen, I like
Draymond better just point, be honest with you, than Ben, but that's just me. Whatever. So.
Whoa. I mean, I feel you.
Only because Draymond, look, Ben a good defender, but Draymond will guard really 1 through 5. He'll guard the big boys and really be down there with him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
Ben got to get that then. That's why I think moving Ben to the floor.
Yeah, Ben, he got to play in the paint more.
Yeah, you do.
Like the Sixers can run Joel like to float at the 3-point line. So you can kind of have Ben in there and Joel floating, and it saved Joel from banging in the paint.
And I was watching that little 2-man game with Joel and Seth, yo. Like that shit be working. Oh,
it
was like JJ and him when we had JJ.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I like that. And like you said, and imagine that with Joel and CJ now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that a nice guard that can score, like Jordan saying, will be so even better for Joel. To be honest with you and whatnot. Like on pick and roll and shit like that. Because really, when Joel is out there, yo, Ben and Jordan use at the game. Ben just be standing there. He'll be doing shit.
Bro, I mean, there's times, bro, I saw he brings the ball up, right? He passes to Tobias. Tobias is trying to pass it to him. He's not even paying attention. He want to set a pick with somebody. What you doing? They don't need the pick. What are you doing? You don't need it. Fucking go to the rim. Fucking Gallo. Come on.
Yeah, he really stands there a lot. But that's my opinion. I think I don't want to beat this up, but I think CJ would be my best choice. I do like the D-Lo pick, but if they keep him, I don't know, man. About running it back, I know what you said, Jeff. What about y'all Sixers? Y'all want to run it back, Sixers fans? Jeff, Toby?
They're not running shit back. Run that shit somewhere else. Done.
I don't know, man. I don't know if we can run it back.
It'll be too hard to trade him, man.
Bro, I'm tired of this, bro. That shit is ugly basketball, bro. It's 4-5. This shit is ugly basketball. What are you doing? You're useless out there. The name of the game is to score. I don't give a shit who you guard. Fucking score. Score 10 points, you win the game.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's move on to the team that actually won that game, the Hawks, man. And the Hawks versus the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, I can't believe the Hawks in the Eastern Conference Finals for the second time in 6 years.
It's honestly.
but anyway, they are facing the Bucks now, man. So do you give the Hawks any chance against the Bucks? How about you, Jeff? What do you think, man?
Nah, I don't give them a chance. I give them a game. Gentlemen's sweep, no sweeps. Gentlemen's sweep, 1 game. Bucks gonna trash them. I mean, like they just got a totally different animal.
If the Bucks trash the Hawks, Sixers fans gonna be even more upset, honestly. Whatever.
Bro, you've been saying this since I met you. Philly fans break more hearts than single dudes. Like
they do.
They gonna break. So the Bucks is gonna kill the Hawks, man.
The fucked up part about Philly fans, not to go backwards, is that they get you all psyched up and shit. If the Philly teams, I mean. And then like y'all probably would have rather lost in the first round in Game 7 and shit. Like honestly, like that's ridiculous. But Toby, what you think, man? Bucks and Hawks, bro.
Bucks in 5. In the gentleman sweep.
Damn,
the Hawks shouldn't be here, but because the Sixers are such a disappointment that the Hawks are here. Yeah, easy W. Giannis will be in the chip.
Gonna be in the chip. What you think, Jory?
So,
obviously,
it's ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna give. I'm gonna give Atlanta a little bit of a credit. I'm gonna give Bucks in 6. I'm gonna give Atlanta 2 games. One reason why I'm gonna give Atlanta 2 games. Trae Young is special, bro. Trae Young is like that, and I think he can get him at least 2 games. The Hawks overall team, like they got some depth. They can go 9, 10 off the bench, and they all coming in and they can score. Most of them can play D, except for a few of them. You feel what I'm saying? And then if Capella can kind of neutralize Giannis, he might not be able to, but he's got the size to.
He's not neutralizing them.
Nah,
He didn't even neutralize Embiid.
All Capella has to do is back off, make him shoot it.
Nah, he's gonna. If he plays how he did in Game 7,
To the rim, now you come to the rim. I'm tall enough. I mean,
he gonna get dunked on.
He's gonna get slammed on. He's
He gonna
like
get slammed on.
I mean, we'll see. Who knows? I mean, we'll see.
You give Giannis a full head of steam, man. He gonna slam on you.
Size. So if he can get it done, he can get it done. If not, but I say Bucks in 6. Atlanta's gritty. Atlanta's pretty gritty, bro. I gotta
It's a boring series.
Nah. Yeah, no,
he's
y'all
gonna be a
just
snoozer.
Atlanta not gritty. They came back from 2 20-point leads.
on y'all, man.
Y'all,
It's a snoozer, man. It's a snooze fest, man. It's gonna be over quick.
fool.
Let's watch the Western Conference Finals.
That has nothing to do with the
It's
fact
on
that
y'all.
so that wasn't gritty just because it was against the Sixers. But if it was against the Knicks, y'all would have been like, yo, they're gritty as shit.
Nah,
Cause the
honestly,
Nets-
it wasn't really good to me.
I think it was bad. I think it was more bad
enough.
coaching.
It was bad us.
Right. It was bad Sixers, not good Atlanta, in my opinion, honestly. So.
I mean, down by 20, 26, 30 points, you can give up. Shit. They ain't getting
All
You're
right.
right. We have seen a lot of 20-point leads evaporate this playoffs, but again, I think the Bucks ready this year. They got the route they wanted, and it got easier because the Nets had the injuries, and I think the Bucks wanted the Sixers bad because Giannis want them. Yo, he don't like them, but the fact that he got the Hawks, I think he gonna make fucking spinach of them, man. It's gonna be over, man. It's a wrap.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree
should
with
be
them,
boring.
Jordan. I think it's gonna be boring. I think it's gonna be blowouts and shit like that. Now the Bucks will let you back in sometimes when they playing too bad basketball, but I think it's gonna be blowouts. Here's the thing: Capella, they're gonna put Capella on Lopez, right? And Lopez gonna be out at the 3-point line, which means the lane gonna be open for Giannis. And he's gonna drive down there.
guarding him.
Huh?
Who's gonna be guarding him?
Guard who?
Who?
Collins.
You
Right.
give Giannis a full head of steam, bro. He
Barbecue
gonna
chicken.
kill, man.
Barbecue chicken, exactly. Because if you
Right.
don't put Capella on Lopez, they will put Lopez in the post, and then he's gonna be cooking whoever, stuff like
But
that.
I haven't been seeing them do that. I don't be seeing them do that.
They're never gonna do that, bro. Stop it. They're not
No,
gonna do
they'll
it.
throw him down there
They
for jump
will
hook.
not
They did it to
throw
the
it.
Nets. They did it to the Nets a bunch of
They
times.
probably did it a couple, like throughout the entire series. Come on, bro. They did not
Bro,
do that.
I've seen Lopez in the
I
paint.
never seen him in the post.
Right, Jeff. I'm telling you,
I
he
seen
got
Lopez.
mad offensive rebounds and shit. Yeah, he was down there. I'm telling you,
But
bro.
I'm
Jump
talking
hook,
about
he
what
got
you
all
said.
that,
Put Collins on him and put him in the post. I've never seen that man in the post.
Who, Lopez?
It won't be. I don't think Lopez is gonna do it like that.
You're crazy.
Gonna-
Because they didn't do it in the last series. I promise you, they bringing it out this series.
We'll see. We'll see. But Budenholzer. I mean, I don't know why he didn't do it last series. That team was small too. Don't make no
Exactly.
sense. He made it tougher for them. But
He did. But I think they're gonna put. I think he made a 3-point line, like you said, Toby, which means somebody got to guard him. Which means somebody guarding him at the 3-point line, which likely gonna be Capella. The lane gonna be wide open or whatever. That's how it would have beat the Sixers, honestly, if they played them, because that's how they beat them in the regular season. And be at the 3-point line guarding Lopez or whatever. It's kind of like
Well, I don't know. With the Sixers, they could bring and I know they probably wouldn't, but they could have ran the double big man thing, Howard and Embiid, to kind of neutralize them too.
they would have never
But-
did that shit.
They could have though, because Lopez only gonna float. You keep Dwight out there.
I kind of see where Jeff is coming from.
not Doc.
Even on the offensive end, and
Not Doc.
B can float on the perimeter at the 4, and he don't gotta be banging.
At the 4.
Embiid is fine, bro. Dwight at the 4. It's like two centers. If anything. You're gonna have to, because they're not playing the stretch forward thing. Don't get it confused. This is a defensive lineup matchup. And B will, he'll float, but let's get to the reality of this, man.
Anyway, what I was saying, let me finish what I was saying. Y'all went somewhere else. Listen. Anyway, with this series, I think that would happen. I also think that Trey is nice, but Holiday is great defensively. I think he will put some not the clamps on Trey, but he's gonna make it a lot harder for Trey. And who guards Middleton, yo? You know what I mean on the Hawks. So I'm saying Herter, like I think they're gonna have problems, bro. So I think it's gonna
Garrow.
Hunter done for the season?
be
Is Hunter done?
Hunter done. He out for surgery. He done.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. So
And him and Cam Reddish, basically, like Mike said, super missing pieces.
by the way, he got the same injuries in Beeb. He out there for surgery, Hunter. So he's a big. Well, anyway, but so I think that Yeah, so I think it's gonna be easy. Like maybe 5, maybe in Atlanta if they get down and start partying or something like that. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's gonna be 4 or whatever and done.
Wow.
Yeah, I think.
Wow. Said nothing.
Yo, they're so much better. Y'all are so much better than Atlanta. They're so much better than Atlanta, yo. Like,
but I still think Atlanta's gonna get a game in Atlanta.
Trey's gonna get you a game, man.
Were we, Mike?
what
game?
I said, were we?
We were
better than Atlanta? Yes.
Yeah.
we were better than Atlanta, bro. That was an upset. That was a disgraceful upset.
Told me somebody when that $50 he lost, yo. That's what.
They had the second best.
I'm more disgusted that we lost, bro, to Atlanta. Of all teams.
Wait, who you bet, Toby? Your man's $50?
One of my mans, yeah.
Oh, okay. You paid him?
But yo,
I didn't pay him, yeah, no.
yo,
You don't have to catch me. Like, man.
I'll
see now.
Can't see me.
best record in the NBA since the All-Star break, next to the Sixers.
Who?
So,
Atlanta?
yeah.
Man, chill. Man, you gotta fall back on this Atlanta shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You gonna see? Anyway.
He just wants them to beat him because they beat us.
Yeah,
Right.
I want them to fucking crush them. Yo, now I want Atlanta. No, I want Atlanta to actually crush Milwaukee.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
It's not gonna happen. I give Atlanta a game. I'm not like Nets. I'm not gonna be
How are you
disrespectful.
even thinking that that's gonna happen? Like, what in your brain is even thinking, like, coming together to think this
I
thing
said
might
I
do?
want them to.
Oh, you should be want that, man. You should want them to get smacked.
Who, Atlanta or Milwaukee?
Yeah.
I hate Milwaukee way more.
All
Especially
right.
bullshit.
All right. Let me move on, man. Suns and Clippers, man. Suns are up 1-0 without CP. CP out again tonight. Kawhi, I don't know why they just don't say out for the playoffs because he's out again. But they got playoff P. What y'all think, man? Who wins this series and how many games? Jeff, you said Clippers sweep. I mean, Suns sweep. What you think now? Still sweep?
Suns sweep for sure now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going all the way back to totally other. Suns going to like we said, Mike. That first game, the Clippers was so hot, and you made a good point. They might have exhausted themselves getting through that other game, but at the same time, the Clippers are talented, man, and I expected them to win. I thought playoff P. I fell for the drink you was passing around, talking about playoff P averaging 30 points a game, 3 straight 20.
He is. He had 35 last night.
I hear you, but he stunk up the place though. He was like 9 for 24, which is a terrible percentage for shooting, and he's a leader. He had to have more points. But the Suns, man, Devin Booker, he in my favorite player conversation now, man. Like I'm convinced, man. That dude is.
You know what? We'll get to him later on or whatever. I want to say something about him.
But but not even that. But like we said, Bridges stepped up, Crowder stepped up,
Cams,
Ayton stepped up. Both Cams.
I told you, yeah.
And I'm like, damn, like campaign was never like this in OKC. When did he get game? I guess that's the Chris Paul mentoring, so maybe that's part of the why I thought he was in the MVP conversation. But Mike and I give you more credit again. Monty Williams did some really good coaching, man. Like he said, first of all, the way Booker did the game first, getting his assists, getting everybody involved, is so mature of a player. To be like, okay, he saw a PG3 going off in the third. All right, let me turn the scoring game on. Let me get busy. So I give him a lot of credit. Crowder, I've always liked Jay Crowder. He just my type of player, 3-and-D type of player. He's tough in the paint. He's tough on defending. He shoots the ball well. Mikal Bridges is really, I don't know what Toby's thinking. I mean, what Robbie's thinking. Mikal Bridges and Tobias Harris, but we'll see in 5 years and have the conversation again. But I think the Suns got him. I think they mentally broke the Clippers. Ty Lue kind of looks a little weird with his coaching and his roster and his lineups. So I think the Suns get tonight. Booker going to probably have a 50 banger. He probably just going to come right out the gates firing. And I think the Suns going to take them all 4 because once Chris Paul back, the Clippers don't have a chance.
Well, he said sweet. What you say, Toby?
Suns. I'm going to say Suns, and tonight's going to be a big game. We're going to see what happens. If the Suns win tonight, then the Suns in 5.
Wow.
But I'm gonna say I'm gonna give the Clippers 2 games.
Okay.
Suns in 6. CP3 is gonna come back. I think tonight game is gonna be close because even though Devin Booker had that 40-point game, they still won by like 6. The Clippers almost came back at the very end.
Clippers stay coming back though.
Yeah, they say they don't give up, man. Tyronn Lue, the coaching, you see the difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Suns in 6. The Suns will get to the ship. I'm gonna show respect to the Clippers, man. I'm gonna put some respect on PG name. I mean, they beat the Utah Jazz. They got here. He had 35 the last game. He's hooping. He's playing like Indiana PG. He's getting back, to doing what he got to do.
Jordan, what you say, man?
Crazy.
Suns to 6. Okay. I always was on Suns. I think Suns is 6 too. But yeah, I'm not gonna disrespect the Clippers. Like Clippers got a roster even without Kawhi, but I think that they need Kawhi to win this series. They done found something in Terrence Mann. Like the kid is nice or whatever. And I'm kind of mad because the Lakers took THT in the second round right before the Clippers took Terrence Mann. So I'm kind of mad about that. Terrence Mann is, I think, better or whatever. We're gonna see. But I'm still I think I don't know how if Marcus Morris hurt or not. But what I like about the Suns is really an old school team. Like they got a real point guard, a 2 guard, 3, 4, 5. They play traditional. They shoot a lot of 2s. Like they're not just 3 in basket or whatever. They run a lot of screens, and their mid-range game between Booker and CP3 be killing you. And they're like the only team in the league that shoot that many mid-ranges. Them and probably the Clippers or whatever. Honest with you with Kawhi. So yeah, I like the Suns at 6-2. And Monty Williams definitely doing his just due, but leads us to the Suns. My next thought. So Devin Booker, man, they have been dominant. Stephen A said he's the next Kobe Bryant. Man, what do you think about that, Jeff?
I agree with that. I can agree with that. And when I say Kobe Bryant, his game is kind of formulated like it. The mid-range game, he attack when he got to, he get to the foul line, he make his shots, and he's hungry. And he do got the Mamba mentality. So, and I think that's the kind of conversation Stephen A is saying. Maybe he's not height-wise, figures wise, but his game is real mature. Like I said before, the mid-range game, I always loved the mid-range game. Why it should never go away. Like people try to get threes and layups. Like the mid-range game is like a layup now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shooting threes crazy. I like Booker, a future star in this league. I mean, superstar, like next level of this. Like, okay, jersey sales high, people looking for Booker. And it's just, it's good to see his game mature. He's way more efficient than he was when he was younger. He used to be able to just score, but at a high clip, and it would be like poor percentages, but he's really good. The assist game killed me. This was sold me last game, the 13 dimes, like I said. Getting it going early, letting other people touch the ball, because he knows he can score whenever he wants. So letting them touch the ball first, and then getting his buckets, and then the rebounds. I know it's only 10 rebounds. A lot of people get 10 rebounds, especially for a team like the Clippers that shoot a lot, long rebounds, come out to the guards, they get the ball moving up the court. But, for him to have a moxie to go in there and really compete for rebounds and get them, I like that. So I can agree with Stephen A from a point of that.
What do you think, Jordan?
Disagree. If you want to talk about the aggression and the mentality, all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Having that Mamba mentality, having that killer mentality, I get it. If you want to talk about his game, to me, it kind of reminds me of a little bit of a younger Ray Allen with the jumper, being able to get to the hole with the athleticism. It kind of reminds me a little bit more of that. You feel what I'm saying? In terms of his actual game. So his mentality, I get it. But his game,
I think I see that, Jordan, actually. Toy, what you think, bro?
I think it's a little bit like Kobe. I like that he really shoots the mid-range shot. Like Jeff said, yes, I didn't expect him to get 11 dimes. That was impressive. But at the end of the day, I'll say like Kobe because, yes, he has a mentality. He's a bucket getter. He has 70 points one game. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to agree with it just a little bit. I'm not going to say he's Kobe yet, but I'm just saying he has similarities.
Wait, real quick, Mike. Terrence Mann only had 9 points last game. So, okay, if that's your guy at all, you know what I'm saying? He went from 39 to 9. So, that's your man's in them? Cool.
Listen, Terrence Mann be helping him through both rounds. I think he's better than THC. That's all I'm saying. Or whatever. I think the Lakers should have took him over THC.
Still early to judge that.
Huh? But he also defends, man. Like he done got mad steals and shit like that. I ain't see that defense from THC yet. Whatever.
THC plays defense, but he just. I mean, you gotta understand the coaching. The coaching right now. You got Ty Lue, and then you got Frank Vogel, who's not even teaching you anything offensively, not pushing you to do anything.
How about if THC dunking on Gobert like Terrence Mann did in that game? Whatever.
Who knows?
Yeah,
that confidence was instilled in him, though. That confidence came out of nowhere. Like
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Playoffs, you know.
So he's saying it's coaching. Okay, I give you that. All right.
Yeah, coaching has to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna say he's better than THC right now.
Yeah, Vogel don't do shit.
Really well.
Or whatever. Yeah, and they about to lose JK, which I'm mad about. But anyway, and we'll get to that later. But Booker, man, I like Jordan comparison to Ray Allen. You know, I didn't even think about it, but then I started thinking about it more like a young, like Milwaukee Ray Allen. You know, the mid range, the going to the hole, the 3-pointer is similar. He shoot free throws. I think Kobe is a different level. I don't think he's quite there yet, or whatever like that. But and not only that, not only offensively but defensively, or whatever like that. Like Kobe was a great defender, and the above the rim game. Like Kobe was yamming on people. Like Booker don't really got that type of deal. But Ray Allen, he was yamming on people too early.
Yeah, I was ready to say he yammed on some cats.
He definitely had that. Sure.
But by the time I got to Seattle, he wasn't really yamming as much or whatever. So I actually y'all got to watch his I just watched his joint with Q Rich and Darius Miles or whatever. That shit's good as hell. I'm not going to hit podcast. Your reality shit just came out. That's just super good, yo. You got to watch that shit. But
Booker got a lot of back to the basket game, and that's why I like.
He got some Kobe moves. I agree. Yeah, and I think he learned a lot from Kobe, you know, talking to him, mentor him and stuff like that. But I don't think he has athletic or whatever, you know what I mean? As far as like,
I think Book's jumper now is better than what Kobe's was at his age. Like
it's more like Ray Allen's, I think, actually.
Book is a sniper.
Yeah. Book, I mean, I don't know about the fadeaway, but the rest of that shit, yeah, definitely is. Definitely is. I'm just saying, Kobe fadeaway a little much or whatever. But a straight jumper, I'm good with Jordan. Yo, he reminds me of Ray Allen or like even like Michael Redd. Another comparison I would give. Yeah. Michael Redd was nice, bro.
For a small period of time, bro.
I'm talking about his game. I'm talking about like how great he was for years or whatever like that. But the game comparison,
he averaged a cool 20. You feel me?
Nah, like 25. I think one year after Ray Allen left or whatever. Milwaukee, nice. Whatever. Yo, think about it, Jeff. Milwaukee had them both, and they said, "Yo, we can get rid of Ray because we got Michael Redd or whatever." Because Michael Redd.
They regretted it. I'm sure they did.
They had Red on the bench and said, "You know what? We can get rid of this dude or whatever."
Ohio State product.
Yeah, he was. We proud. Anyway, moving on forward, man. I was talking about the coaching a little bit ago. So, it's a bunch of jobs available. What do you think the best job is available, or rank the jobs available? Jeff.
Rank the jobs available. Ooh.
So you got Portland, New Orleans, Dallas, Washington, Boston. That's 5 right there.
Well, okay, so I'll give you those in chronological order. I got Dallas first.
All right.
I got Boston second. I got Portland. Those are my top 3 right there.
All right.
Because in all those positions, you have a bona fide, especially in Dallas, you got Luka. He's a bona fide star. Dame, of course, you got, but it's Portland. So I don't know what kind of support and cash you can get. And the reason I ranked Boston second, I love Tatum and Brown, but Brad Stevens still like the guy calling shots now. He moved up to that GM position. So his influence is still on the team, and I never have liked that. Like, I've never liked him. He's a college kind of guy, in my opinion. He fell into a perfect position. He never took the Celtics to the championship, which I was expecting him to. Yeah, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they ran up against LeBron. But I'm saying, I expected him to take that young team over the top, and he did not. So with him still in the organization, I'm not really persuaded that that's going to be a great coaching position or a great thing, because he was already the coach. How much impact is he going to have on the next coach they bring? Dallas, I like the structure. Mark Cuban is an outstanding owner. He's already had a championship under his belt. He knows how to be hands off. He's a very big supporter of his team. And Portland is really good because they got Dame. Stotts will be able to, is gone finally after 9 years of misery, mediocre, just getting there. He got to the cusp, of course, the 1 year in 2018, but couldn't get over the hump when he didn't have KD, which was terrible. So Dame is looking for a fresh voice, and I like those 3 just in that consecutive order: Dallas, Boston, then Portland.
All right, hold on, Toby. Your next order. How about New Orleans, Washington, and Indiana? What order?
I would go New Orleans, Washington. I would go New Orleans, Indiana, then Washington. Washington is last because they still got Westbrook, and I'm not. Westbrook's a great player, but he seems real hard to coach. you got to really bring in some super talented coach to go ahead and kind of get him under control. Yeah, he averaged a triple double, but he pad the stats. Like, let's not act like he going within the flow of the game. Like, he's padding the stats. Beal is still lights out on offense. I want to see more from him on defense, and I like Rui Hachimura. I like that three together. If somebody can get Westbrook under control, because Westbrook really probably could average like 15 assists a game. And he might have did something like that this year, but I definitely like Zion and them as the fourth one. But they got a couple pieces, that I'm kind of skeptical about, like Zoe.
All right, Toby, how you rank them?
One, I'm gonna go Dallas because they got Luca. That's all.
That's all.
Two, I'm gonna go Boston because I believe Boston has the better team because of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Three, I'm gonna go New Orleans.
Okay. Right.
I like the talent that they have. You got Zion, you got Brandon Ingram. They're still young, and as a coach, you can still have a lot of influence on them, going forward. Three, I guess I'm gonna go Lillard.
You're on four now. So.
Oh, yeah, I'm going four. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Whoever's next. Portland. Okay. I'm going Lillard. Damian Lillard. Hopefully, they make other moves, and make the team better. Who else is left?
Washington, Indiana. Yeah. Really Orlando, but I put them last automatically. So
Orlando. No one's taking that job.
Yeah. Nobody's taking it.
They're gonna hire somebody somewhere else. I don't know. No one wants that job. I'm gonna go Washington.
Okay. And then it's mad coaching jobs this year. Like it's crazy, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen.
Mike Jackson better get one.
And what I know,
he's not gonna get. We don't get no job.
I know all these jobs.
If he don't get a job this year, he's never coming back to the league. He's out.
I don't think he is coming back to the league, honestly.
I don't think so either.
You don't think he
is? I think the religion thing that he has over his head is too strong for the league. I don't think they want that.
I mean, he getting paid with his little broadcasting jobs. So all right. Jordan, what you think, bro? How you rank the coaching jobs, man?
I agree. Dallas, Boston, and New Orleans. And then if I'm a coach, I'm not looking anywhere else.
Okay. So you're not looking at Boston at all? I mean, I'm looking at Portland at all. Okay.
I'm looking at Portland? Jeez.
I know.
Are we talking Portland with CJ or Portland after CJ?
We're talking about right now.
Okay. Yeah, Portland's 3. Yeah, I like that bad.
I'm not a believer in. I'm not a believer in Portland. I never will be. Dame is a great player. CJ's a good player, but they'll never have enough. It's never gonna happen.
Okay.
Not even with Powell?
Nah, I don't even see that. I mean, look at the rest of the West. I mean,
so you think New Orleans could be a contender? At least be in the playoffs next year.
Yeah, I think New Orleans can be a playoff team. Like, they need a right coach. Like, they got 2 stars. They got Zion. Zion's gonna be great next year.
Yeah.
I just think they need to rebuild the team. They need more shooters. They need more shooters around them. They need to be 3 and D. I like them better. I mean, you're talking about 2 young stars versus really 2 older stars in Dame and CJ. You know what I'm saying?
So you got the long-term perspective in mind when you think about this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking right now. That's why I want a coach that want to win right now.
But they're still not. I mean, all right. I can see how you would take Portland over New Orleans if you're talking about right now.
Yeah, right now.
If I'm a coach, actually, it's some decent jobs out there, and it really does depend on the structure, like Jeff said, with Mark Cuban in Dallas and the whole front office stuff like that, as well as who you got long term and right now. That's why Dallas is number 1, because you can run right now and long term. Because Luka is still 22 years old, or whatever like that, and as good as he is, or whatever, which is ridiculous, or whatever. And then after that, I'm with y'all with Boston, man. I love Tatum and Brown, yo. I do. I think Kemba Gleeman was addition by subtraction or whatever like that. I think now they make another piece in there, but still with Tatum and Brown and Smart, I like them, like that way.
And it puts more shots.
Yeah.
It gives more shots to Jaylen Brown for him to get more into a rhythm. I like Jaylen Brown a lot too.
I do too.
But Kemba was hurt like a lot of the season.
Always could have been a starter. I thought Smart always could have been the starting point guard for them. I love him. I love him as a starting point guard. Perfect role player.
I like the front line of Horford, Brown, and Tatum.
Yeah,
if that's gonna be your front line,
yeah. Bringing Horford back was they needed Horford back, honestly, or whatever. Yeah. So
they got Smart at the point. Who else will be out there?
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Tatum can get you 50 a night if you need to, honestly. So we saw that already. But so I like them second. And now I'm still roll with Dame for number 3. Yeah, Jordan got a point though about New Orleans though, or whatever. I do. If I'm a coach, Portland hasn't shown me a lot that they want to do a lot in the front office. So I might go with New Orleans or whatever. I kind of like David Griffin down there in New Orleans and whatnot. Love Zion, love BI, upside. Zoe and got better and better every season and whatnot. I think they need to make some, get their bench a little bit better. So I might do that and then Portland. And then after that, whatever, Washington, Indiana, or whatever. So
you think New Orleans?
Friggin' Washington or Orlando. Nobody's looking at those East Coast teams. Fuck no.
I mean, I think they'll bring somebody in, but let me ask you this, Michael. You think? All right. So, are you thinking right now or for the long term? So, what's your thought if you're a coach? That you would put Portland and New Orleans so close.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because if I'm a coach, I don't feel like. If I'm a coach, I feel like the window is closing with Portland already. Because Dame is 31, right, or about to be 31, and whatnot. And who knows what's going to happen with CJ. At least if I'm a coach with the New Orleans, I can make if I make the playoffs, right, then that's like they're going to be happy as hell. They didn't make the playoffs in years, right, for me. And I can keep building. Where I think my expectation of Portland going to be so much higher. And now I think they're going to win regardless or whatever. So I probably would go with New Orleans on that situation.
All right. Next.
And last thing, man, so we all said Bucks and Suns. So who you got winning in the finals and how many games? Jeff?
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna think the Bucks will win the championship. I think I'm gonna go with Chuck and say the Bucks is gonna win the championship this year. Because even though Booker is so great, Giannis is bona fide. He legit. And like we talked about it earlier this season on the show, Mike, and you alluded to it. Getting Drew Holiday kind of takes some of the pressure off Giannis. Mm-hmm. You got another ball handler. And listen, Middleton is really showing up. Like, he's really the closer. Like, he really is. Like, that's crazy. It's crazy, but it's not. He can shoot the ball well. He's probably close to 40, 50, 90. And, he's a mismatch because he's like 6'7", 6'8". So whoever he get on him, he either going by him or he pulling up on him. So I got the Bucks to win the championship. I like the other things that they incorporate to the game, like Lopez. I like having them dudes come off the bench, like Connaughton, like energy guys. I like those dudes. I'm not expecting a lot from them, but you never know. Like I always say, you can get one game from the others. And if you can do that, I'm good. I don't think the Suns have the others that somebody will come in and give me, okay, cool, we good. We got the points, and let's go for that night. So I got the Bucks winning it all in about 6. I'll say 6.
All right, Jeff.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, not Jeff. All right, Toby. My phone. Look at my phone.
Yeah, I'm
looking at. Hold on. Look at it. It said Terrence Mann's mother said Doc Rivers wasn't a good coach for him. I'm just looking at that right now.
Doc gotta be tired, man. Doc gotta go.
Man was there last year. He never saw a man till this year, whatever like that. But anyway, Toby.
I'm gonna go with Jeff, man. Bucks and 6.
Bucks and 6.
Yeah.
All right, to the chip, man.
Yeah.
Jordan, what you think, man, for the finals, man?
Hate to say it, but I'll agree. Bucks and 6.
Yo, y'all all going to get CP3, huh? That's crazy.
I don't think they're going to have enough. They don't have anybody for Giannis in the starting lineup. Then you got to worry about Middleton. Drew can do a decent job on CP, and you know what I'm saying? In my opinion.
I just don't think the Suns are going to just go there first year and just go in and win the chip. Like, I just don't think it's going to happen. And I think Giannis, he's hungry. Like, I feel like he sees this is his opportunity right now. Like, he's really the biggest star left right now in the playoffs. So I think he's gonna win it.
Right. If Kawhi was not hurt, I would be giving it to the Clips.
Of course, we all would. With the remaining 4 teams,
that would have been a good finals too, man. With Kawhi and the Clippers versus Giannis and the Bucks, bro. I would have took that over.
Yeah. But listen, Terrence Mann has only had 3 games over 10 points in the last 10. So his mom got to chill. Like,
it just made me laugh.
I gotta chill. Like, he got 2 donuts in here too. One game he played 1 minute. I'm good, bro. Like,
She like Doc was a good coach for my son anyway. But I'm gonna just say yeah, I mean, I think it's Giannis year. Giannis best opportunity to get it. And I think the Bucks do win of all teams or whatever like that. I agree. I think it goes 7 though. Suns got home court advantage. So I feel like that the series will go 7. I feel like that at the end though, I do feel like that, Holiday can do a good job on CP3, even sometimes on Booker because Holiday plays tough or whatever. And I don't know if they can guard like Jordan said, the big. They got nobody for Giannis, really. That's the problem or whatever. That's the problem with everybody, a lot of teams or whatever like that. But that's the issue. So I like Bucks in 7. And if they win, Giannis become the MVP of the finals, man.
He's better than Joel after that.
Huh?
He's better than Joel if he does this.
He's been better than Joel.
Like, the conversation's over after this. Like,
well, Toby, you said he out of your top 10 now, man. What you gonna say then?
Yeah, he's out. I took him out my top 10. I had a list of players and they all had they all had an argument in my opinion. But I mean, the way he played in Game 7 though, like if he plays like that, which is in the paint and stop, fadeaways.
Right.
Or when James Harden is guarding you, then he will solidify him being in the top 10. But he did that Game 7. He played in the paint. He was, he wasn't taking fadeaway shots a lot. So if he's playing like he played like he did that game, taking fadeaways, he's up top 15. It's like,
nah. Yo. If the Bucks get the Suns, Booker gonna have a long series. They gonna throw Tucker at him. They gonna throw Holiday at him.
I'll be forgetting about another thing for Atlanta, yo. Like they gonna put Tucker on like Herder or fucking somebody. He gonna say the game.
Too physical for him. Too physical.
Too good, bro. Too deep. And then we forget all about the boy Forbes. Like he might catch fire again. Like damn, they too good for everybody left, man. They too good for everybody left.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I'm gonna say. If Giannis does win the finals and the finals MVP, this probably be the best 24-month stretch of, top 5. Not his life, of basketball players in general. He would have won 2 MVPs, the Defensive Player of the Year, an All-Star Game MVP, and a Finals MVP and a championship in 2 years. Who had a stretch like that?
He ain't got paid. Oh man, yeah.
So, but anyway, man, that's our show, man. We appreciate y'all watching, man. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Always appreciate you guys coming on the show, man. Jordan, can't wait to see the rest of the new house, bro. Congratulations once again, on that whole thing. And, we'll see you guys next time. All right.
Beyond the Trenches, be back soon.
Yeah, September, August.
Real quick. Because these series.